pretty simple in his mind. His definition of success, which is peace of mind, which is a direct result of knowing you did your best to become the best of which you're capable of becoming. Think about that. Success is peace of mind, which is a direct result of the self-satisfaction knowing you made the effort to become the best that you're capable of becoming. Some coach took ownership of that program, invested deeply in that school, invested deeply in that program, and made it their Notre Dame. As I studied more about Coach Steen, I found him to be an incredible intellectual. And here's an interesting thing I found about him. The guy didn't like sports. Coach Steen was insistent that his swimmers not talk about winning. They would not focus on winning. For again, remember, he is obsessed about peak performance. I can't try to be somebody else as a coach. I can't try to be a yeller and a screamer and getting wild and crazy. That's not my personality. Your philosophy as a coach has got to be an extension of your own personal personality. Certain coaches look at what they don't have. These coaches we talked about focus on what they do have and make the big time where they are. Details, details, details. Think about any of these coaches, Jim Steen, on and on, the books that they keep. Coach Wooden used to teach Bill Walton and Lou Alcindor how to put on their socks, literally, and then how to lace up their shoes appropriately. He took 15 minutes to a half hour before practice talking about All-American players, how to put their socks and shoes on. Talk about focusing on details. All of these guys are unbelievably detail-oriented. I sincerely hope that I have been able to make some positive difference and give you a way of looking at things that may be different than you did otherwise. And I sincerely thank my good friend, Dr. Tom Smith, for giving me the opportunity to be here with you today. Thank you so much.
Boy, what a great session we just had. One of the coaches, as I was walking out, said to me, "Tom, that's the best investment we've made in a long time at Missouri Baptist University Athletics."
I had a great time learning about different coaches in the past and their programs and their way of thinking about coaching that may have challenged the way that I've thought about coaching and challenged me to think differently about how I see my program and my athletes and coaching in general.
You know, the great thing is it was able to reiterate some things that I already knew, but also bring to light some things that I was not aware of.
I felt like going into the meeting, I was thinking, you know, it's a lot about, you got to get wins, because you don't want to lose your job in the future, as a head coach. But really, it's more than just wins and losses.
I came out of it with, a lot of confidence that we're doing the right things, that we're on the right path.
It was so much information that came to me that I just absorbed. I took about 4 or 5 pages of notes, and I just wanted to hear more stories, more anecdotes from on some of the from Mr. McCarthy on some of the coaches that he was talking about and some of the other stories. So it was just, to me, an unbelievable, eye-opening experience.
You watch John McCarthy take us step by step on how we can influence other kids, how we can influence one another, reach our potential, focusing just on the process and not necessarily the scoreboard. It was a great time.
Coach McCarthy's presentation was just loaded with content. There was tons of great stuff in it. If a coach that were listening could just take part of that presentation, part of the content, and put it in their program, I think they'd be a better program because of it.